Hello, and welcome to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is our 888th episode. We're going to call this one episode number 888. Now, I got a ton of suggestions for what to do on this episode. Suggestions from viewers like Eric, like Mel, like Ricky3, who has submitted quizzes before. Great questions, great suggestions. I couldn't use them all, but what I did are in this quiz. Good luck. Question number 1. Frank Borman, James Lovell, and William Anders were the first 3 astronauts to personally witness and photograph the dark side of the moon. What was the name of their ship, the first manned spacecraft to orbit the moon? Remember, the moon missions were under Apollo. That was Apollo 8. Question number 2. Louisa May Alcott, who wrote Little Women, also wrote what other novel about the story of Rose Campbell, a lonely and sickly girl who has been recently orphaned and must now reside with her maiden great aunts, who are the matriarchs of her wealthy Boston family? The name of that book by Louisa May Alcott was called 8 Cousins. Question number 3. What was the title of the 2004 adventure comedy film about Phileas Fogg, played by Steve Coogan, an inventor living in Victorian England who was challenged by another inventor to circumnavigate the world in less than 3 months? Phileas Fogg is the main character in Around the World in 80 Days. Question number 4. Starring Dick Van Patten as the father of a big family, what was the title of the American television sitcom based on the real life and family of Tom Braden that first aired in 1977 and ran for 5 seasons with 112 episodes? That big family was big enough. It was 8 is Enough was the name of that show. Question number 5. What is the name of the plastic sphere used for fortune telling or seeking advice that was invented in 1946 by Albert C. Carter and Abe Bookman, where the user asks a yes or no question, then turns it over to reveal an answer? That popular plastic sphere was called the Magic 8 Ball. Question number 6. The original piano had less keys, but as piano music developed and evolved, the keyboard compass was gradually expanded in response to requests from composers who sought a broader potential for expression. Since the 1880s, how many keys are on a standard piano? On a standard piano, there are 88 keys. Question number 7. The only player in NBA history to have 2 jersey numbers retired with the same team. What basketball legend changed numbers from number 8 to number 24 midway through his career with the Los Angeles Lakers? The answer is Kobe Bryant. And question number 8. The opening ceremony of the 2008 Olympic Games commenced at exactly 8 minutes and 8 seconds past 8 p.m. on the 8th of August in what city in a country that believes the number 8 to be the luckiest number? Looking for the city for the 2008 Olympic Games? The answer is Beijing. Question number 9. He was the first United States president to be born an American citizen, not a British subject. What is the name of the man who was a founder of the Democratic Party and served as the 8th U.S. president? U.S. President number 8 was Martin Van Buren. Question number 10. What is the name of the former NFL player that wore the number 88 during his time with both Kansas City and Atlanta, regarded by most as the greatest tight end to ever play the game, that despite retiring in 2013, still holds the record for the career receiving yards by a tight end? One of the best to ever do it, his name, Tony Gonzalez. Question number 11. In what 2003 revenge film, written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, can you find the Crazy 88, a Yakuza gang under the control of O-Ren Ishii, codenamed Cottonmouth, who is played by Lucy Liu? The Crazy 88 were in the film Kill Bill Volume 1. Question number 12. The record for number of states that share a border with a single state in America is 8. What are the names of either of the 2 U.S. states that each connect with 8 other states? Just pick one. Or 2 if you want bonus points. The 2 states that each touch 8 states are Missouri and Tennessee. Question number 13, often mistakenly referred to as tentacles, the 8 appendages that are attached to an octopus's body are anatomically described as arms and legs. How many arms and how many legs does an octopus have? I know there's 8, but how many of each? There are 6 arms and 2 legs on an octopus. Question number 14, falling in between number 7, India, and number 9, Kazakhstan. What South American country is number 8 on the list of the largest countries in the world, coming in at around 1,073,000 square miles? The 8th largest country in the world is Argentina. Question number 15. Featuring the voices of talented actors John Lovitz, Rob Schneider, and Jackie Sandler, just to name a few, what is the title of the 2002 holiday movie that is billed as an adult animated Hanukkah comedy film? The title of that movie is 8 Crazy Nights. Question number 16. Invented or first used by the English mathematician John Wallis in 1655, when a number 8 is presented horizontally instead of vertically, it becomes a mathematical symbol representing the concept of what? If you put an 8 on its side, it represents the concept of infinity. Question 17. Paul McCartney credited the title to an actual chauffeur who once drove him to Lennon's house in Weybridge. After asking the chauffeur, "How's work?" part of the chauffeur's reply was used as the title to what popular Beatles song? The driver said he'd been busy working 8 days a week. 8 days a week is the title. Question number 18. Often associated with the golden age of sea pirates, the silver coins from what country were worth 8 reals and were often cut down into 8 bits and referred to as pieces of 8? The pieces of 8 were referring to Spanish silver coins from Spain. Question 19. In geometry, what is the name of the Platonic solid with 6 polyhedron vertices, 12 polyhedron edges, and 8 equivalent equilateral triangular faces? The name of that solid is an octahedron. And question 20. What is the title of the 2002 American drama film written by Scott Silver and directed by Curtis Hanson that stars Eminem in his film debut alongside Mekhi Phifer and Brittany Murphy, which contains autobiographical elements from Eminem's life? The name of that movie was 8 Mile. I remember watching 8 Mile in the movie theater. It was the first movie that I ever watched by myself. I had recently gotten a car. I drove to the next city over that had a movie theater. I went to eat at a all-you-can-eat Chinese food buffet. And then I went and watched 8 Mile by myself. I was in a definite Eminem kick back then. I think I was in high school, so around 16 to 18 years old. I remember that very clearly. It was a good movie, but I really remember the Chinese food buffet. It was delicious. I also remember getting in trouble for driving to the town over when I got back home without telling my parents. Anyways, not important. That's it for today. Thank you for watching episode number 888. We are 12 away from 900. We're working our way to 1,000. We will not be stopping after 1,000. There are going to be some changes, but I've got big plans for the next 1,000 episodes on Road TRIpVIA, so stick around. I am taking suggestions for the last we'll say 50 episodes. I'm going to take suggestions for episodes number 900 through 950, and then I got some stuff planned out for 950 through 1000, and then I got some big plans. I don't have big plans for the next 25, but then after the first of the year, I've got some big plans for the rest of this channel. So stick around if you like trivia. I'm always taking suggestions on where and how I can make this channel better. So if you have something you want to say, you can leave a comment below, or you can email me, roadtripvia@gmail.com. And if you want to tell somebody else about this channel, tell them roadtripvia.com. That'll get them there. Question 21, the tiebreaker. While most trivia buffs already know that Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun in our solar system, which one of the planets is the 8th in terms of size? Neptune is the 8th from the Sun, but in terms of size, the 8th biggest planet is Mercury. That is it for today. Thank you guys. Thank you for the suggestions that came from Eric McHugh, Mel Stiller, and Ricky3. I used your questions. I got a lot of suggestions from a lot of people. In fact, I don't have the name written down right here. Someone suggested doing questions with the word 8 in them, like ATE, like decimate, deteriorate, stuff like that. I think that's a good suggestion. I might do that for the very last one, the last quiz in the 800s, because I thought that would be a good category for a trivia quiz. But these, I liked these. All these questions just had the number 8 or were referencing the number 8. I thought this was good. I appreciate everybody's suggestion. And tomorrow will be a Brainy Tuesday. You know how that goes. A little more difficult than our standard trivia quiz. So stick around if you want to be challenged. And I appreciate everybody. Give this video a thumbs up if you're still around, because I know that means you probably liked it enough to not quit in the middle. See you tomorrow.